Hey, what's up everybody? This is Damron. We are on the second to the last level of our Halo Reach Legendary Speed Run, which brings us to the package. Let's get right into this because the beginning part is a little bit tricky. We're going to jump down here and head over to the right. We're going to sprint across this water here, and what we want to do is before any of the enemies are really alerted, we're going to hijack this ghost right here. And this is a pretty tricky part because as soon as you hijack this, a lot of things are going to shoot at you. I try to go near the grunts because it tends to startle them a little bit, and they may not fire their fuel rods at you. However, they may. But just keep trying that until you can get to this tank. And once you get to this tank, immediately shoot that little perch up there that's got some enemies in it. We're going to come around this rock, shoot that turret, shoot that perch, and shoot this ghost. Off in the distance, there's going to be some ground enemies as well as another turret that we need to shoot and take that out. And then we're going to take out all these ground infantry units right here as we're moving up. Now that beginning part is a little random. Getting into that ghost and getting to the scorpion is very challenging. You may die a lot, but keep trying until you get it because it's going to save you a ton of time being able to get to the ghost and immediately skip that whole section. Okay, so again, it is a little random. That's a tough part. So as we're going up here, this hill here, you saw two ghosts that came down. We've already killed those, so now we're making our way. We're going to go up this hill and we're going to start shooting this anti-air gun up here with our tank. We're still moving forward. I'm just shooting it as I'm moving forward. I'm not slowing down. I'm just going to keep peppering it until I get the indication that it is taken out. So once you kind of come up this hill here, there's going to be four jackals here that you can take out. There's also going to be a ghost. He either will be right in front of you there, or he may come out from behind this rock. But either way, just take out the second anti-air gun. I guess here's the ghost finally. Generally he'll pop out a lot earlier than that, so take out this last anti-air gun. Again, I'm not really stopping. I'm just going to keep moving and progressing through this. Once you kill the second anti-air gun, just keep moving forward. Don't worry about any of the other enemies. You may get shot as you're exiting here, but you're generally, you're not going to take enough damage that you should die. Just keep moving and get past that. Into the next section, we're going to see another little tower here that's got some enemies in it. Take that out. We're going to have a ghost to the right hand side, and we're going to have two more ghosts over this hill. Sometimes they'll either come over the middle or they'll come around the right hand side of the rock over here. So you're going to see one pop to the right over here. I'm going to take him out, and then eventually we're going to take out this other ghost. Also keep in mind to the left where we took out that towers, generally when you take it out it'll kill the enemies in it. Sometimes one of the fuel rod grunts can actually survive. That's why you saw me take a shot to the ground there. When we come around, there's going to be a turret that I take out, as well as a Covenant or a Revenant over there. There's two of them, one in front of us, one in the distance, and then so we're taking both those out. And there's also a turret right here to the right. It'll start shooting you, if you're not quick enough. Now we're going to turn and back our way kind of around the edge of this building because there's a turret up on the cliff up there that shoots fuel rod shots that can take you out pretty quick, and by backing up we should be able to get a shot on it well before it's able to shoot us. So I've taken that out. We're going to turn our tank around, and now we're going to head up this hill here, and we're going to take out the final Revenant that's in this section. So here we are, we're just moving up, and we're making pretty good time here. So moving up, we're going to take him out, immediately hop out of the scorpion, and we're going to run back from where we came. And there's actually two ghosts kind of up the path here, and we're going to take one of those ghosts. It's going to help us kind of really get past the next section very quickly and relatively easily. So go ahead and run back here to these ghosts. We're going to grab one. We're going to take that, and we're going to head up the hill here. So go ahead and boost your way up this hill here. We're heading up to this door. It will open automatically. You don't have to hit a switch or anything. So we're going to go in here, and we're going to kind of maneuver our way out of this with the ghost, and we're going to go to the right of this little truck here, and we're just going to boost straight down. Sometimes I'll splatter this turret. It'll help me not get shot as much, but if you take some damage, there's going to be a health pack right here that we can grab, and we're going to grab that health pack, and boom, we're past that section. Into the next room, we got a lot of jackals to deal with and a few skirmishers that are going to come down. immediately take out the guys that are at the top of this ramp here, and then we're going to have 2 shielded jackals right here on the ramp as well. So take those out. To the left of that entrance is a box full of DMR ammo. You'll probably have 2 skirmishers sprinting down the path at you at this point, so go ahead and take them out. And we're going to go ahead and make our way up this. We're going to kind of take it the normal way, and we're just going to run up, and we're going to kill all the jackals and the skirmishers as we kind of move our way up. Just kind of keep your eyes in the direction that's generally across from you and above you, because that's where the enemies are going to be, so you can see me taking them out. Some of the people that run for like world records and stuff, they'll actually just run up that middle platform and just kind of try to run past everything, but it's not really that reliable. And so we want to have strategies that are just getting us through this and helping us get this achievement as we're pushing forward. So as we've discussed earlier, all of the part times add up to 2 hours and 35 minutes in this particular Halo Reach legendary campaign. So if we're aiming for part-time, we'll definitely get that achievement, and we got 25 minutes of buffer, so that's going to help us in some of the more challenging levels. This is a little bit more difficult, but this level does have a 20-minute part-time, so that's not too bad. So as we get to the top of here, we're moving up. You're going to see my timer go up just a little bit right there because I did die in this next room. I got a little bit aggressive with the elites. But anyway, once you come in here, focus down the engineer that's in the back of the room. He's going to take 6 DMR shots, but you could be shot by a lot of elites right here. Now sometimes I'll just fall back. Other times I play a little aggressive and just kind of stay behind this box barricade here, and I'll just kind of pepper the elites. Now they are invisible, which means they have a lot less shield, so you don't need to hit them with an overcharged plasma pistol. You can just burst the plasma pistol really quickly and you'll pop their shields pretty fast. So you can see that's what I'm doing. I'm just bursting the plasma pistol and then getting that headshot, so I'm not actually having to sit here and charge up the plasma pistol. All the elites that have invisibility in this game have much lower shields than the non-invisible elites. As soon as you kill all of them, generally a general type elite will kind of run to the top of that ramp here. I don't know why he just stood back, but anyway, go up there and hit him with a noob combo, which is the overcharged plasma pistol, and then a headshot. As soon as you're finished with that, hit that button, and we're on to the next section, and in fact the final section of this mission. But it is a very long section because we're basically battling a lot of enemies, but we're going to use a Banshee and a Wraith to make this section extraordinarily easy. These are very well-known methods, and it's a very safe way to get past this, but we are going to be aggressive with the Wraith in order to get under that par time of 20 minutes on this level. So this is another level that I think you can easily get under par time to make up for some of the more difficult levels in the game, specifically the Pillar of Autumn, which is the last level, is very difficult, and the Long Night of Solace is also pretty challenging. So we're going to go ahead and just jetpack up here. You saw me grab the jetpack on the left side of Halsey's lab there, and we're going to kick out no enemy. It's weird how there's no enemy in there. But once we get the Banshee, we're going to fly around and we're going to activate all these turrets. These turrets are really good for a couple reasons. One, they distract enemies, and 2, they do a little bit of damage here and there, and they will kill some enemies. So we're basically right now, we're using our Banshee to fly around. We're going to have some enemies coming from the middle here, so we're going to go ahead and fire some of our Banshee bombs at them. But really the biggest thing in the beginning is that we're trying to get all these turrets activated, so those can help us out throughout the fight. This is a pretty long fight. We're going to be here for quite a while, but hopefully with the strategies I show you, you can easily get under 20 minutes. So we're just cleaning up a few of those additional grunts that are around A and B turrets that we still want to activate. And once you've kind of got it a little safe down there, we're going to go ahead and hop out of the Banshee and activate those 2 turrets as well. And all we're doing really in the beginning is we're going to try and clear up all the jackals and grunts that kind of spawn into the map until we get the indication that the Wraith has arrived. Once the Wraith has arrived, we're going to go get that. So now that we have all of our turrets activated, again, just fly around. There is going to be another Banshee in the sky, so keep that in mind. But we're just going to use our Banshee bomb to kind of take out these jackals that are below us, as well as any grunts that are coming in. Be aware, if you get too close to the jackals and or the grunts, they could hit you with a fully charged plasma pistol shot, and that's going to send you crashing down to the ground, and they could actually end up killing you. So kind of stay high, just do some drive-bys. We got plenty of time. We've got here we basically got to this section in about 8 minutes, I believe. So we've got plenty of time to finish this in under 20 minutes. There's really no rush. I think I actually die a little bit later on and cost myself about 30 seconds, but there's no rush here. Just stay safe, kind of stay elevated, and kind of shoot your Banshee bombs down on these groups of jackals and these groups of grunts. And as soon as we get the indication that the Wraith has arrived, which is now we're going to head back across the bridge where turrets A and B are, and we're going to head behind this Wraith here, and we're going to get out of our Banshee, and we are going to just plasma pistol down this turret guy who isn't going to do anything. And now we can jump down onto the Wraith, and we're going to board it, and we're going to melee the front twice, which is going to open up the little hatch there that can allow us to jump onto the top of the Wraith. And now we're going to shoot this elite with our plasma pistol and headshot him, and now we can steal the Wraith, and that method is going to do minimal damage to the Wraith. So we have a decently equipped and not very damaged Wraith for the rest of this fight. So once we're moving up here, we're going to be shooting these jackals and these grunts. I ended up dying right here, so you're going to see my time advance by about 30 seconds, but that's okay. It happens. We're going to stay under part time anyway. So we're just going to take out these brutes, and we're going to take out these jackals. So keep in mind, if you get too close to the jackals, they can hit you with their fully charged plasma shot, and that makes you a very vulnerable target. In fact, that's how I died. I got hit by a plasma pistol charge shot, and then a brute stuck me with a plasma grenade. One plasma grenade stick will actually kill you due to the damage that you already sustained by taking the Wraith. Take any moments that you get to reactivate any deterrents that are deactivated. Again, keeping them activated is really going to help you throughout this fight. So anytime I get a free moment, and if I'm near one that got deactivated, I do try to get it up and running. So once you kind of take out that initial group, you're going to have a group of brutes and jackals kind of coming up the hill behind you. So go ahead and take all of them out as quickly as you can. And so we're kind of cleaning them up here, doing pretty well. This part's not too bad as long as you make sure you get this Wraith. Really just taking out the enemies quickly, keeping your distance. This isn't too bad of a section. So we're going to go ahead and activate that turret again. So we've got a checkpoint, so this isn't going too bad. Eventually Halsey's going to speak, and that's going to be so right there. See, Halsey, when she talks, that's your key to go down all the way here, and we're going to go to the left hand side, kind of behind this rock, and it's going to keep cover from this Phantom's turret, and we're going to be able to shoot this Phantom's. Some people are going to get dropped off, but we're going to be able to kill this Phantom before it drops off all of its cargo. And so you can see that we take that Phantom out. We're going to kill some people inside. Now we can kind of finish off the few elites that it did jump off. This guy makes the ultimate jetpack jump. I have never seen that. That's crazy. But anyway, we want to focus down all of the elites that we can see, and we're just going to take down everybody as fast as we can. You're going to have some jackals coming from the top left, so you can kind of take some shots up there. There's going to have some brutes with them, but again, this part's not too bad. We're just going to keep cleaning them up, keep firing our Wraith, and keep taking them down. You can imagine, doing this part without getting the Wraith would actually be very challenging and almost impossible to get the part time on. So getting the Wraith is pretty critical. Once you clear out a lot of the enemies up here, do keep in mind there will be some additional elite enemies that kind of come from behind here. Eventually, I think they come from the bridge. There's just a few of them. Yeah, you can see them here starting to shoot me. So be prepared to have those guys kind of run up on your back here. So go ahead and take those out. And eventually what's going to happen is the music is going to change. And when the music changes, that's our key to go back to the spot that we were at previously. So I'm going to let you hear that music change. So there you go. Once you hear that music change, that's kind of the indication that you're on to the next phase. So we're going to head back down to that hill and behind that rock again. And again, we're going to have shots on an incoming Phantom, and we'll be able to take it down before it drops off all the enemies. So again, as soon as you hear that music change, just get back down to this spot and wait for this phantom to come in, and we're gonna start shooting it, and eventually we'll take it out. And you know, it's going to drop off some enemies, but it's not going to drop off as many had you not taken it down. So we're going to take that out, and then we're going to move back up the hill and kind of rinse and repeat the last method that we did. And we are going to take out all of the elites and the jackals that are in this kind of section that we spawn. Now, 2 hunters do spawn that come across the bridge, so coming from our left hand side. You're going to see them kind of enter the picture here. We have a ghost in front of us, so you want to be able to take him out pretty quickly. I believe I was shooting short here, but eventually the second shot's going to get him. So you can see the hunters up there. There's a couple of them, as well as some brutes and some jackals, so you want to help your teammates out. Your teammates actually will do pretty good damage to the people that actually make it up to the hill, but of course firing our wraith at that hunter is going to make short work of him. There's actually 2 of them. But I think my buddies took him out because I didn't see him. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, when you hear Halsey speak again the second time, that's our cue to go back for the final time down to the bottom of that hill and behind that rock. So again, once she speaks for the final time, again, we're going to head down to this hill and we're going to head right behind this rock. Now, a phantom's going to come in again. Sometimes you can destroy it, but you know, I can't seem to destroy this one as well as the other 2. However, it's going to give us a safe point to stay behind, and whenever it drops off a wraith, even if you destroy it, it's going to drop off the wraith before you can destroy it. I have destroyed it sometimes, but again, the wraith is going to be dropped off no matter what. Once you kind of head up here, generally the wraith will kind of face the other direction, as you can see there, and it actually won't really pay you any attention, so you can go ahead and take it out. So we're going to move up now. There's going to be a decent amount of enemies. There's going to be an engineer. There's also going to be a sword wielding elite that you need to take care of. Sometimes he'll just charge you, as you can see here. But again, those turrets, you can see how it kept him a little, distracted there. So that's good. There's also going to be an engineer, I believe, in this section, so you want to take him out as well. But you want to take out just as many enemies as you can, as quickly as you can. You don't have to take them all out, but once you kill enough enemies, you will, trigger the end of the mission where it says objective complete. Now, like I said, there are some enemies still on the board, so you need to be careful. When you get that objective complete, don't immediately hop out of your wraith. You've got to look at that. There's an elite right there, so that could easily kill you. So you want to clean up as much as you can, and then we'll drive our wraith up to the entrance of Halsey's lab, hop out, and we're going to interact with this button on the left hand side, and that's going to end the mission. And we're going to come in under par time again. I think 18 minutes and 11 seconds. So I hope you guys are enjoying this guide. This has been a blast for me. I've been loving speed running Halo Reach. So we are on to the last mission next, the Pillar of Autumn, which is very challenging, but I hope you guys are liking the guide. I hope you're finding it helpful, and hopefully we'll see you in the final part of this guide, the Pillar of Autumn, to get the Keep Your Foot on the Pedrogas achievement.